The market makes a new all-time high Friday before basically trading in a range the rest of the day. This means our key levels are still valid. This is Invest with Jacob. All right, guys, so while other indexes had made their all-time highs, including the S&P cash market, the futures market was lagging a little bit behind, and Friday, it finally got its all-time high before pulling back and basically trading in a range for the rest of the day. So that still leaves us asking the question, are they going to try to push this higher before a pullback, or are they going to pull back from this region here? Now, I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so they pushed this up to the new all-time highs on Friday and then traded in a range, which gave us no real indication of what they wanted to do next. As of now, the overnights kind of look the same. They're kind of still in that range. So we really don't have an idea yet of which way they want to take the market from here. They can still push it higher before a pullback, or they can pull back from right in this area. So to see the possible paths, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart, and I've zoomed out here for a couple of reasons. Number one, on the small scale time frame, nothing's really changed. And number two, I want you to see the structure from the low in its entirety so that you can understand why and how this can still be a B wave and not necessarily the start of a rally higher toward 4,900. So let's start down here with the low, where we're considering wave 4 to have ended. All right. Elliott Wave tells us that if we have a low that's going to be the bottom, we should have a 5-wave impulsive movement up off of that low to indicate that a new rally has begun. All right, so if we look here off this low, we got a 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not going to do it. Okay, and then it pulls back and invalidates that wave. Okay, then you got a 1, 2, 3 up, and then that invalidates. Then you got a 3-wave movement up. All right, and so on. So what we're looking at here, the only count you can put on this overlap down here is a leading diagonal for the bullish structure. Okay, so in that case, 1 would be here. Then we made a higher low. So that's going to be 2 down here. And now we're filling out wave 3. Well, we don't have a valid pullback for a wave 4 yet. So this rally, regardless of how strong it is and how high it goes, is still just wave 3. Until we get a pullback that tests support and holds, and then we make another wave higher, this is still just a 3-wave rally. And as I told you, we need a 5-wave structure up to point us in the next rally higher. And we don't have that yet. So until we get a pullback in wave 4, okay, and then a higher high in wave 5, this is still a B wave formation. You have A, as you can see up there under the 1, B, as you can see right here over the 2, and wherever this tops out is C of B, and then B's done, and we head down from there. So as I talked about last week, B waves can make new all-time highs. We saw that in February of last year before the March COVID crash. And the other thing is, the original target for wave 3 of 3 was the 4,600 region. That was the 1.236 extension of waves 1 and 2, and it came up just short of that 4,550. Many times when Elliott Wave misses its wave 3 target, okay, the B wave bounce of 4 comes up and hits that target before giving you a C wave down to complete that correction. So it is very possible that they could take this up to 4,600 and have it still be corrective. And what that would look like is a continued rally from here up to 4,600 with no pullback. And then if we see that, that actually looks pretty bearish because that was the target of 3 of 3 and it came up and hit it. And then the pullback we will have to watch and monitor and make sure it can hold support. But at that point, it starts to look a lot like a B wave that went to hit the target that was missed. And we see that a lot with Elliott Wave. So this is how we can still consider this rally, even though it's big and long and strong. We can still consider it a B wave because we only have 1, 2, 3 waves in place. We need a wave 4 pullback, and the earlier it occurs, so if it occurs from this region right here, that is much better for us. The earlier the pullback occurs, the more likely it is that we are bullish, okay? So what we're watching for tomorrow in the overnights is to see if they're going to continue to try to push this higher up to this next fib at 45.67, or even on up to 4,600 throughout the week here this week. And if they do that, again, that's a bearish setup. Or if they can find a pullback in here, create a wave 4 down, hold support, and then get a wave 5 up. Now let's talk about wave 4 down. Wave 4s and diagonals often overlap wave 1. Okay, so even though ideal support would be this 4470 area, you can still have this thing go as low as the 0.5 fib here that would overlap into wave 1, and that would be the 4394 area on the futures chart. Okay, so when we get a pullback, it could be quite large. It could be all the way down to 43.95. Now, I don't know, given the bull market and how it's kind of had shallow pullbacks, I don't know if we'll get all the way down here, but that is certainly a valid pullback. So I want you to consider that and remember that when this pullback does occur. So what we would watch is first for this fib here at the 1.0 extension to hold at 44.71. And then if that breaks, we're just watching each fib on the way down, the 764, the 618, and then the 5. Okay, so that's really what we're watching. Are they going to continue to push this higher without a pullback, or are they going to pull back from this region here? Now, the key level for the downside, guys, is 45.08. It's the 1236 extension of 1 and 2. 45.08 breaks, then it's very likely we are in wave 4, and we should look for, at a minimum, 44.71. If they go ahead and take out this all-time high and keep going, then we're probably looking at 45.67 at least before we stop, and possibly 4600 in a corrective B wave that goes and hits a missed target. All right, guys, if you like the information that I'm putting out in this video and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group. Okay, there's a link down in the description, which will bring you over to Facebook. All right, you do need to get approved to get in my Facebook group. And the only thing that I ask is that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on over to Facebook. I'll get you in the group. When you're in, hit this featured button right here in the middle. Okay, scroll down. You'll see our documented trades. All right, and then from there, you will see a link to my Slack channel. Slack is just a free chat channel. I am on there all day during real-time market hours, giving real-time market updates. I give out our buy alerts, our sell alerts, all of our strike prices, expiration, stops, targets, everything you would need for our trades. I give out all of that. It's a very talented group of traders from the very beginner to the very expert. It's a great place to learn or improve your trading. Come on over and let's make some money together. Okay, guys, key takeaways for today. We're still waiting for that pullback and where it's going to occur. If it doesn't occur from here, and they take out this all-time high, expect them to push it up to at least 45.67. Again, the higher they push this without a pullback, the more corrective it looks. From the downside, we are looking for them to break through 45.08. That is the 1236 extension on the futures chart. If they break through that, it's very likely wave 4 has begun, and we will see where they target for that wave 4 if it can hold. And if it does not hold, then it is a C wave down, now targeting about 4,300 to 4,330, given this extension that they've put on this this rally here. Okay, guys, it's the start of the week, so let's make some money this week. Let's have a great week. That is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.